Alright guys, and this is not a video I wanted to do. I was really thinking about going to bed. Really was thinking about going to bed because I'm like, you know what? I got work in the morning, but thank you, Woj. Thank you, Adrian Wojnarowski, for this Woj bomb. The Woj bomb I did not want. Because, like the header says, the title says, Kevin Durant is no longer with the Brooklyn Nets. Man, the big three is officially done. Harden, first one out, goes to Philly, where he wanted to go. Kyrie, 5 minutes ago. Well, not really 5 minutes ago, but you know what I mean. Demands a trade. He's out. And KD, it just looked like Joe Tsai, Sean Marks, and the whole bunch. I guess they weren't able to really convince Kevin Durant to stay. And, you know, Kevin Durant, as for what it's worth, I mean, great basketball player. Joe Tsai never really had an issue with him. Capitulated him, like, you know what, KD, you don't want to be here, that's fine. We'll trade you to somewhere that you want to be. They weren't going to do that for Kyrie Irving. And the place that they traded him to was the Phoenix Suns. Man, did the Phoenix Suns get a whole lot better. And man, does my parlay look so terrible right now, because I had a parlay earlier in the year. It was the Houston Astros winning the World Series, Kansas City Chiefs winning the Super Bowl, all right, and the Brooklyn Nets winning it. Man, oh man, there is no chance whatsoever that my parlay goes through, barring if the Kansas City Chiefs defeat the Eagles this Sunday. But oh my God, seeing Kevin Durant get traded, all right, and look, I didn't get to the details. So Brooklyn has traded Kevin Durant and TJ Warren. I love how they just put down and TJ Warren as if he was like the end all be all in this trade. Brooklyn receives Mikal Bridges, Cam Johnson, Jay Crowder, 4 first-round picks, all right, plus a 2028 pick swap deal. And the Suns get Kevin Durant and TJ Warren. I mean, that is a hefty haul. I was talking to my best friend because he ended up sending me the text. I'm like, well, I guess I gotta cancel plans of going to bed at the time I wanted to go to bed. And I told him, I was like, look, man, it's still not enough. I mean, you're getting one of the best of all time, Kevin Durant. I mean, but for what it's worth, I mean, that is a very big, you know, package that they're getting for Kevin Durant. I mean, Cam Johnson, who I'm a big fan of, Mikal Bridges, I mean, this guy, he's always putting himself in contention for the Defensive Player of the Year. You're getting Jay Crowder, who, that man is a Swiss Army knife, all right? He can shoot the 3. He can, you know, what's it called, play the 4. He can play the 3. I mean, the guy is very, very good at what he does. I mean, and then also you get, in the previous video I mentioned, in the Kyrie trade, you get Spencer Dinwiddie, who I was always a fan of. I never felt that they should have traded him away. You get him a very good guard. You got Dorian Finney-Smith, who is a 3 and a 4. He's a stretch forward. Great defensively. I mean, his prowess on the defensive end really does show. He can shoot the 3. He can score on the inside. All right, and then plus you're seeing the evolution right now of what's his name? Cam Thomas. Man, I mean, 103 points the man scored. Well, the kid scored in 3 games. Jeez, man. I mean, what I do like is I have so much faith in Sean Marks and the Brooklyn Nets to actually rebuild this franchise up to where they want it to be. I think Sean Marks really got off script on what he ended up wanting to do. He got, what's it called, Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving in that package signing, right? That was the only way to get Kevin Durant. I mean, they didn't really care for Kyrie Irving, but that's what Kevin Durant wanted. He wanted to play with Kyrie Irving, and look what ended up happening. In 3.5 years, actually in really in 2 seasons of Kevin Durant playing. I mean, because remember he was out that first year. Kyrie played only 20 games, and the team was only good enough to make the playoffs. But in 2.5 seasons, you really do see what you have. I mean, a half a season with James Harden, and then a season and a half with Kyrie Irving. I mean, look, it just really didn't pan out. It's disappointing. I wonder if ESPN does make a 30 for 30. As for the big three that never lived up to its potential, I mean, they have Ben Simmons. I mean, that's an atrocity of itself. I mean, that guy is just playing himself slowly out of the league, and I just don't think that Ben Simmons is going to be in Brooklyn for much longer. I mean, that guy has a huge contract. Can't believe Philly actually offered it, but luckily Philly was able to have, somebody like the Nets to get, take on Ben Simmons, because he was part of the package trade for James Harden. But getting back to this trade package for Kevin Durant, I mean, I see Sean Marks being here for the long haul, right? I mean, the man, drafted well. He drafted Jared Allen. He drafted Spencer Dinwiddie. He was able to get a trade for D'Angelo Russell. And by the way, I'll get to that in just a second. Maybe actually I'll put that in a different video, if anything like that. He was able to retool, and that team was looking, and it was flourishing. It looked like that Brooklyn Nets team had so many great pieces, and I think that this is what Sean Marks is going to try to end up doing. He's going to try to revamp that team. That team is going to have a great culture. I love Jacque Vaughn as a head coach for the Brooklyn Nets. Way better than what Steve Nash was able to offer. We were able to see a sample size in the 30 games that Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving were able to play under Jacque Vaughn, and it was high caliber basketball. I mean, very few teams were able to really compete with them. Boston Celtics were one of the teams that, we could give them a run for their money, but I mean, he got them as high as the fourth seed. I mean, outside of like Philly, Milwaukee, and Boston, I mean, we were in that mix. I mean, now with the trade of Kevin Durant, I mean, you're looking at a team that most likely is going to be in the play-in. If they're able to keep themselves out of the play-in and, in that top 6 range, that's a huge win right there. But I think that what it's worth, I mean, I wonder, are the Nets going to be able to trade Ben Simmons? And if they're able to trade for him, what are they going to be able to get back for him? It seems like Sean Marks is heading in the direction of trying to accumulate draft picks, and I don't know if it's to get some type of a superstar again, or if it's to try to rebuild up that franchise to where he wanted to be originally. It's just very disappointing to see what ended up transpiring. But speaking about the Phoenix Suns, I know I've been rambling for about 8 minutes about the Nets. Phoenix has put themselves into a great situation right there. All right. One, you have Kevin Durant in a situation with Chris Paul, Devin Booker, all right, and DeAndre Ayton, all right. Devin Booker is a star, all right. Chris Paul is on the decline right there. DeAndre Ayton, I think he was somebody that I think the Nets should have tried to trade it for. Clearly, I understand why he wasn't included in that package deal, because I mean, even though I think he has 1 year left on his contract, because I think he didn't really. I forgot the exact language in the contract, but I remember that I think he signed like a qualifying offer or something like that of that nature. Because I remember he was gonna end up signing with the Pacers, and the Suns ended up scooping in on that. But anyways, I just think that the Phoenix Suns, they are gonna be competing with the Denver Nuggets as for who's gonna be coming out of the West. All right. Yes, I understand Kyrie Irving got traded to Dallas. I still don't think that's enough. I think I've been saying it even before Kevin Durant got traded. I think Dallas is going to get eliminated in the first round. And wow, wouldn't that be something? You see Phoenix and Dallas facing one another. But yeah, man. That's what I wanted to talk about. But thank you for tuning in for Dropping Dimes. I'm your host, Slavo Oriana, and I will see you guys next time. Peace, guys, and have a good one.